Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're gonna jump right into Pianta Village. I'm here with my friend Nathaniel Kiefer,
Hey, I'm Nathaniel.
and we are just two guys having a good time.
We're sunshining and also Marioing.
Oh, it's this level.
It's this level.
Son of a gun. Oh yeah, I got mad at this level last time we tried it.
We did, yes.
I
And
had,
you do have some. You do have some pretty elite strats here, so I don't know if you're gonna go for that or if you're just gonna do like the regular version.
I think the audience should see the right way to do it. He says doing the wrong way.
The right way in air quotes as he falls.
This is the right way.
To his death. Okay, I see.
See, actually,
okay.
that too bad thing that just showed up means you won. So, you know. I'm obviously really good at this. Good thing I have 33 lives.
Yes, that's true. We've gotten a lot of one-ups. We barely died. So
We have barely died.
on the other hand, we've saved a lot of the end game levels for today, so we've been saving that up for something.
We say we're waiting, you know, we're waiting on the challenging stuff, right?
Yeah.
This is where the meat of the game is. This is what the game is all about. Using my elite strats. My epic gamer moves. This guy's on fire. I don't really care.
Can't do anything about it anyways, really. So
Just gonna steal this blue coin.
might as well.
Oh yeah, we have to get all the blue coins here.
Yeah, let's just recap how epically we are doing with this game. Basically,
Yeah.
we're at 76 shines. We're at 201 blue coins, which is another 20 shines, so it's 96 basically. Oh, yeah. That leaves 24 left in the game. You can see we got lots to go on Pianta.
Yeah.
Tons there. And then we got sort of like the finale episodes of all the other episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we got all the blue coins on the other six parts of the world.
That's true. We got the pachinko game, we got the lily pad level, we got Bowser, obviously, and
that's about it, I think.
39 blue coins, and the other Delfino airstrip star, so...
Right.
Shine.
Right.
So not
too shabby,
not too shabby.
There's gotta be a faster way than using the actual way, right?
Well, you didn't show me a faster way. It definitely got you to the game over screen faster, but...
It's the fastest way to die.
As I understand, you're supposed to get to the top of that one tree and do like a spin jump to the mushroom, but...
Yeah. You've given it a shot yourself. You've given it a shot.
I did give it a couple. I gave it a couple of tries actually, and found it was just eventually just worth it to just try to figure it out the regular way. So it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
I'm pretty sure
the enemies mostly just avoid you.
I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, it's pretty linear. There's not a lot of places to get lost here.
Whoa. That's terrifying. So, I think I'm supposed to go...
That way.
That way?
You're right. No, wait, no, that's when you started, right?
I started over... Oh, yeah. Let me go into first person.
Sort of. Well, it's second person, really.
It is second person, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
you're supposed to go to your right, but... You go on the swing, it gets you to the mushroom, and you like...
I think it's that one right
mushrooms.
there. I think it's that one right there I need to get to.
Okay.
So I have to...
Go towards the one-up?
I don't know. I watched this video like pretty long ago.
Right. I did this pretty recently, but I have to admit to not having had it memorized or anything. So
I feel like
I do remember you get off the swing, so you were correct up till there.
Well, let's continue anyway.
Yeah. It just seems like there's only one place where you can really climb up at this point, and that's to your right, so...
Yeah. Boing. All right. I think it has to be here, right? Like I'm guessing.
Okay, we grabbed a 1-up. That's cool.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe that was just a 1-up. Huh.
I'm screwed if I fall off this, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
How did I do that? I'm a magic man.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're back on track. Punch that. Bang, bang, boom. Easy. Okay.
Bang, bang, boom, indeed. Check this out, mon ami. We did it. We got somewhere.
We're almost there. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Now you just have to not. Now you just have to jump past the firing goo without dying, and you're basically there.
Is this it? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's it. You just follow the little patches along the way.
Dang. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
See?
Alright. Maybe this is the right way.
You knew a lot. You knew a lot going in. You knew which hole to drop down initially. Like, I made that mistake. I dropped down some other hole, got completely lost, and realized that, like, that one was impossible to do.
Right,
so.
yeah. I think there's some extra blue coins we can get this mission if we, like, save some piantas, I think. I know that fire guy, the guy that's on fire.
Oh yeah, that's a blue coin. You saw that M graffiti on the green building there as you were coming out of the hole.
That's right.
So I know there was 2 for sure.
This guy's gonna be the bane of my existence unless I just go in first person. Wow, that was so much easier than in that other level we did. That took like 2 hours. The big tall grass level?
Yes.
The guy that was on fire, it took me like 3 years to save him.
20 millennia. Yeah, I think what happened there was you were so nervous about running out of water that it actually, like, you were using it in such small bursts.
It was to my detriment, I think. You're right.
Yeah. Sometimes I find when you're really, really concerned about saving resources, that's when you tend to lose the resources.
Right.
So.
Speaking of losing resources. I think I have to kill some of these blue bee guys.
Oh no, we're out of water. I was like, why did you stop spraying the graffiti? But now I understand.
I runned out. That's good grammar, right?
Runned out. That's how it is. You runned out to the store.
Yeah. I learned that in my English class. As a writer, does that irk you?
It does, yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to be nice because you're a friend.
He's illiterate, but he's a friend. Whoops. I'm not in trouble today. Oh, mama. So Nathaniel.
Oh, there he is. We never have to this level again in a moment.
There we go. There we go. Just gotta clean them
there
up.
It is. Boom.
There we go. So tell me, Nathaniel. You've been looking at some new role-playing games to start writing for.
I have.
If you haven't already written everything. Tell me about some of those.
Okay, yeah. So, for those who are not in the know, so that's like everyone besides Christian and 4 or 5 other people.
Hell yeah.
I have spent many years now writing RPG campaigns. That's the primary source of my writing these days.
It's awesome. And you're
And
really
thank you,
good at
thank
it.
you, thank you. And the fun is always trying to discover new ones. There's so many out there. You know, people who think there's Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and that set are missing out on such a slew of other things. Not that those aren't good, but there's so many really interesting, varied things out there, and it's about finding like that perfect medley between a system that is functional and easy to learn and covers what you need to cover, and gives, you know, a lot of building blocks for actually making the story.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about the strength of the story. You can make any system work if you're good enough. But some are more inclined to help you than others.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, roleplay is the name of the game, right? And
yeah, of course.
If it's all
it's
all combat, and there's no emphasis on like the actual playing a role, it always feels like a little bit icky, you know?
Yes. Yeah. And that's when finding the right system for you is really important. So I'm well known in my friend circles for, you know, knowing every RPG under the sun.
Yeah.
And that's just because I'm constantly on the search for inspiration.
Oh my god,
finding things to play or whatever.
With this.
The one we're doing right now, of course, is Masks, which is a superhero RPG, which uses a system that's been around for a long time called Powered by the Apocalypse, which was first used by Bradley Baker, I think his name was, I wasn't Troy Baker, that's the voice actor, in Apocalypse World, which is what it's named after. But many systems have used it since because Vincent Baker, maybe? Anyways, Baker was nice enough to make Powered by the Apocalypse open source. So, as the only requirement legally to use that particular mechanic system is that all you have to do is put Powered by the Apocalypse, like a little stamp, somewhere on the book, and you can use as little or much of it as you want.
Wow.
And you know, of course, game designers love that because having to dance around lawyers and legalese is always a nightmare, right? So.
Yeah, legal matters is never fun for people to deal with.
So it was an awesome move on his part. So this is my first sort of rodeo with that, and it's been really interesting for me. And so we've been looking at a few recently. One that you actually brought to mind that I think deserves way more attention is Troika, which is like a really weird, sort of absurdist, like British fantasy thing.
Yeah,
it was actually
fantasy. It's science fantasy or something. Right?
Science fantasy, yeah. One of the people who worked on it was the creator of the Fighting Fantasy books, which was a British choose your own adventure series.
Oh.
Which was like choose your own adventure books, but you played as a character. You had to use a 6-sided die in order to follow along with the book, and you had a little character sheet and everything.
Right.
It was super awesome. So it was actually my very first exposure to anything. Oh, there's an M graffiti right behind you.
Oh yeah.
That was actually my very first exposure to anything sort of resembling roleplay. Was the Fighting Fantasy series.
I didn't know
so,
that. Huh.
Yeah. And it was this most simplistic thing ever. You had 1d6. There was only 3 stats. You had stamina, which was your health. You had skill, which determined your accuracy and like your ability to do everything basically. And you had luck, which was like just a catch-all thing that the book would tell you to test every so often. So
you would think that being that it's dice rolls, like already that luck is inherent in the fact that you're rolling.
Yeah, but Yeah, but it was its own stat, and luck was basically just used whenever the book wanted to screw you over.
Okay.
It would just be like, test luck. If you succeed, turn to page 55. If you fail, you die, or something like that. Like a dragon eats you, or whatever. And it was a very unrelenting sort of game, and I kind of liked it for that. It was very much reminiscent of like old school PC adventure games, like a Sierra game or something like that, where it's just like, how are you all supposed to know that moving slightly to the left would summon a gelatinous cube that would kill you instantly? Well,
Right.
you weren't. You were just it's just supposed to be funny and silly and absurd or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's part of its charm, you know. People find that annoying, and it is in a way, but you know, it's got an old school charm to it. And the books had that same sort of feel. So Troika feels really so much like those books. And literally the same system.
Right.
And there's another beehive at the back of the stage by the fountain.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah. And Troika feels so much like that. It's, like I said, it's literally the same system. So it's really nostalgic for me, because I was like 10 or 11 when I first read this series, and so reading this is kind of like a blast in the past. So, but it's the same sort of skills, and rather than having classes like cleric and druid and wizard and so on and so forth, it has absolutely ridiculous classes. So if you want, I can list some of those crazy classes.
Yeah,
for you.
please. I don't own the book, so
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Let's run through them.
Yeah, sorry, I have to open it. Hold on.
That's all good.
I won't list them all because there's like 36, and I don't want to spoil it for you because I'm hoping to play with you at some point. But so basically, what happens is rather than having a class, you have a background. The backgrounds can be chosen off a list of interest, or they can be rolled for, or whatever. But just a couple of interesting ones. I'm just literally just picking ones at random here from the list.
Yep.
So one of them is called Befouler of Pawns. You're a wise man, a high priest, a pond pisser, a typical but committed adherent to that's the name of your god. The bloated toad god has no church other than the periphery of ponds, where the foulness catches in the reeds, and no congregation other than the gnats and the dragonflies. You minister to them all the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's yeah, and you start off, and your starting equipment is sackcloth robes, caked in stinking mud and undergrowth, +1 to sneak rolls in marshy terrain while wearing it. -1 everywhere else because it stinks. and a large wooden ladle as your weapon. So
This sounds like my kind of game.
Yeah, it's getting better and better as I'm reading, isn't it? It was the same way I read it. I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this. But the more I read these backgrounds, I'm like, okay, you got me. I'm completely sold now.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm hooked.
Yeah.
-1 because it's stinky. That's awesome. Come on.
We have another one here, which is the Fellowship of Porters and Basin Fillers.
Huh.
Luggers are a servile group by nature, most often found in the service of others, weighed down by loads that would buckle a donkey. You take pride in that, maybe so much that the everyday assignments of the guild could not sate your desire to serve, causing you to venture out in search of a real challenge for such a talented varlet. Your equipment is a wooden yoke, a brown overcoat and soft doffing cap of the guild, a bale hook, counts as a knife for damage and gains you a +1 on rolls to lift heavy objects if used to do so, and a length of rope. So you are literally a guy who carries things for a living. That is your trade. So you've got a gremlin catcher. No matter what country, sphere, or abstract dimension you may find yourself in, be assured that gremlins will be there, digging their warrens and bothering nice people willing to pay you a shiny penny to bash their little heads in.
Oh my god.
Possessions: a small but vicious dog, a flat cap, a club, a sack, 1d6 empty gremlin jar, and a jar with a pissed off gremlin inside.
So 1 empty jar and 1 with a pissed off one.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the empty jar so you can capture more, right?
Yeah, of course. Why else would you have one, I guess?
Yeah, obviously. So, Miss Kinsey's Diners Club. The eaters know that there are only 2 worlds, the without and the within. They intend to insert as much of the prior into the latter as they can, while experiencing the finest delights available. All culinary experience is open to them, as nothing is forbidden at Miss Kinsey's. Try the other white meat.
That's incredible.
So their entire it's just good writing. Their entire purpose is that they eat things for living in a diner. Their equipment is sharp metal dentures, or forked metal dentures, or blunt metal dentures, and an embroidered napkin.
Embroidered napkin.
Yeah. What's it used for? Who knows? They're also immune to ingested poisons.
Oh, well that's actually kind of awesome.
And this is my personal favorite. This is Monkey Monger. Life on the wall is hard. One is never more than a few yards from an endless fall, but those precarious villages still need to eat. This is where you come in, with your edible monkeys. The distinction is purely for appeal, since all monkeys are of course edible. You used to spend days on end dangling your feet off the edge of the world, watching over your chittering livestock, while they scampered hither and thither. But there was no future in monkey meat, or on the wall. You wanted much more, and so you stepped off. Or you fell. Either way, you and some unlucky monkeys are here now, and that's all that matters.
That's a great, this is such good rating for the classes. What's the possessions in this one?
So you have a monkey club.
Okay.
A butcher knife. 1d6 worth of small monkeys that do not listen to you, but are too scared and hungry to travel far from you.
Oh my god.
And a pocket full of monkey treats.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So that's my favorite, I think. The other thing I really like about it is that there's one background that is dwarf, classic fantasy setting style stuff, and then there's also poorly made dwarf, where you're a dwarf, but whoever made you didn't do a very good job. And so your special ability is as dwarf, but in addition, other dwarves will completely ignore you, as though you were a piece of furniture or somebody's abandoned hat. Very occasionally, they may openly examine and comment thoughtfully to themselves on your unforgivable flaws, possible while marking areas for improvement on your body with a grease pen. To non-dwarfy eyes, you probably look like any other dwarf. +4 sneak versus dwarves. So that's pretty good.
God, that's
they just messed up. You're a poorly made dwarf.
Yeah.
Just didn't do a good job. Other dwarves don't really notice you. So.
I mean, that's just the. Of course, right? Like, obviously.
Yeah, like, duh. You got the Sublime Society of Beefsteaks. Brawlers believe the application of might and a good beefsteak is the universal truth. Worms do not have power. Worms can no more define the universe than they can build a house, lift a cup, or sear a steak. Might can. Really, they have thought a lot about this. Weapon of choice, a small gridiron. 2 kilograms of premium meat cuts.
Right.
A waistcoat, and a bottle of strong but fancy wine. So your background is you cook meats. That's all there's to it. Yeah. So what have I listed? Like 6 so far?
Yeah, I think that's 6 now.
Yeah, there's 36 total backgrounds. So.
Where's the rest of them Pianthas?
and this is the last one I'll share with you. This is Zoanthrope. At some
Okay.
point in your past, you decided you didn't need it anymore. You found a zoanthropologist and paid him well to remove your troublesome forebrain, and so alleviate you to the pure and unburdened beast you are today. Starting possessions. Nothing. You have thrown off the shackles of civilization. You are also probably nude. So
Aha, here it is.
you're just a naked guy. That's it. That's the starting career. You are immune to mind. You are immune to mind control because your forebrain is missing. So.
Right, of course. I mean.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a benefit. That's an upside.
I mean that's what this game kind of feels like. Is like anything a little bit goes as long as it's described well.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
it's better if it's absurd.
Yeah. No, it's just it's so well written, and the humor is like it's weird and off color without being like stupid. I think there's a really fine line
Yeah.
when it comes to absurdist humor, where it's like funny and witty without being just like fart jokes or yelling or something like that.
Oh man, you're telling
So-
me. Whew.
Yeah.
It's so easy to cross that line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's I mean, and that's the struggle with any kind of comedy, is where to bring boundaries, and I think sometimes people think that humor is all about just going crazy and flying off the handle, but it's not. I had a drama teacher in high school who used to say his saying was comedy is serious business.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like,
Yeah.
the best example I can think of for this type of thing that we're talking about is like, I know a lot of comedic actors that they have done like dramatic roles,
Right.
and they do a really, really good job.
Yes.
But I
Yes,
don't
exactly.
know. I
Yeah.
don't know a lot of dramatic actors that can do comedy very well.
Yeah, and I find it's interesting, and comedians and comedic actors get underrated a lot of times. But
Yeah, they don't get taken seriously.
I 100% agree with you. I find actors like Robin Williams, for example, who definitely made his name doing comedy, is perfectly comfortable doing serious dramas. But it's harder to go the other way, and I think. And I've done stage acting. I haven't been in Hollywood or anything like that. But I know from the acting I've done, because I was in theater school and all that. I know from the acting I've done that that doing comedy successfully, in a lot of ways, requires you to set boundaries and know how far you're going to go and all of that. And
Yeah.
I think that helps to create boundaries in any sort of acting scenario. You know, I don't know. It's just a skill.
It's
so.
it's a magic medium, comedy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's like it exists totally in a vacuum because like it's like life is funny. It's so you're capturing reality in a way that drama doesn't, because a dramatic movie typically has no comedy, but life is so funny.
Yes. I mean, sometimes you might get a dramatic movie with, a comedic scene here and there.
Yes, but in general,
yes, it's true. No, yeah, I agree. In general, it usually doesn't work out that way. Oh, that was the last of the Shadow Mario scenario. So now,
oh no, it's flooded.
Delfino Plaza's flooded.
Oh
Yeah.
no, what am I gonna do?
I don't know. Get a really big vacuum cleaner.
Drink all the
wrong
water.
game.
Drink all the water. Yeah, wrong game.
Yeah.
Close though.
The good news is, though, now we can get that last blue coin for Delfino Plaza, because now we can get back to Delfino Airstrip.
Can we?
So, yeah.
Huh?
There's another shine sprite there, and there's a blue coin. So that's cool. And basically, to get rid of the flood, well, you know how to get rid of the flooding. I don't have to tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell the audience though. All you have to do to get rid of the flooding is just go into Corona Mountain once. Even if you immediately exit, you can. It'll revert to normal. So you can't jump to the airstrip. There's a boat that shows up near Rico Harbor that'll take you there for 10 coins.
They gotta make this game open world.
Hmm. Yeah, they're working on it. Odyssey hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
In the mod that I was telling you about last week, they make it open world. So like if you swim towards a different part of the map, you teleport there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Wow. That's really cool. Yeah, so you can literally exit the area.
Fuck this, I'm out of here.
And that should restore it.
There we go.
Yeah, the world is as it
so
should be.
weird, everything is back to normal. What happened? That was so awkward. The boat back is over here, right?
Yeah, you can see it, actually, right there to your right, but you're gonna need 10 coins. Like the regular yellow coins, so.
Let's get some coins, baby. Oh, man.
9,
one short. Alright,
Yep.
we're good.
Of course. Yeah. We're more than good.
There and back again, a hobbit's tale.
Yeah, so that one looks really fascinating to me. There's some other ones I've been looking at. I think I told you about Madcap, actually, on this show a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, we talked about it. And it's so
he
intriguing.
plays like a comic book character, like a, Looney Tunes, Animaniacs kind of thing.
I'm so into that. I'm so into that. Yay, I'm back. So what can I get here?
I think that'll be. So there's a shine if you need the turbo nozzle. If you collect all the red coins here, you get a shine. And then there's also a blue coin you can get. So. Yeah, you get 2 minutes, which is pretty generous. So in that first building you passed, there was like an ice cube there.
Yeah.
If you melt that ice cube, that's the blue coins inside the ice cube.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh no!
Brother done did me dirty.
It's okay, you can get back in this, back in that. That's 5. That's 6.
Seven?
7 and 8 are both here.
Oh wow, nice.
There we go. Easy.
That was absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So before you go to collect that, go back into that first building with the ice cube and get the blue coins. You don't have to come back here again.
Right.
And that's it. That's the airstrip. Yeah, well, I guess the real challenge would be knowing that you can come back here. As
Can
opposed
I...
to,
Do these give me blue coins? No, right?
No.
Just coins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Bang. There it is. I think that's the last blue coin for Delfino Plaza. It is. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep. All 20.
Nathaniel.
What is that, 211?
I guess.
29 blue coins to go? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I guess a bunch of them are in Pianta Village, probably, right? There's 10 in Corona Mountain. I know that. So.
Wow, we did this in no time flat. We could end the episode here, actually.
Yeah, why don't we do that? And then right here on this glorious acquisition.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's still a bit of time left. Why don't we say a little something to our fellow watchers? You've watched
That's
the whole
right.
episode up till this point.
Yeah.
So you should like if you enjoyed it, which you did because you're still watching, unless you stopped right when I
thanks
said
for watching.
that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching.
You're still watching because you're actually listening to me saying this, so I know you're watching. Hit that like button right now because
let's do that.
it helps us both out.
Yeah.
And subscribing to us helps as well, and also
Mm-hmm.
commenting on, like, we want to reach out to more people, right?
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
spread the
exactly.
good word of the Lord of Christian
That's right.
Nathaniel.
Yeah, what he said.
So
Please do that. Have a great day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And come back when the next episode comes out.
What should the comments be about? What should we
What should the
prompt
comments
them
be
with?
about?
Yeah.
How about
it's about RPGs? What's your
yeah,
favorite?
about RPGs.
What's your favorite role playing game? What's a role playing game
Yeah.
that you know of that nobody has talked about?
Yeah.
No video
It
games
could be a
allowed.
video. Oh, can't be a video game.
No,
Okay,
no
never mind.
video games allowed. There's too many options.
No video games allowed. Too many options. Okay, it's gotta be non-video game.
Yeah, it can't be.
Could be a
video.
book. Could be pen and paper. Whatever. But
But it can't be fun, and it has to suck. All right, bye. Man.
it can't be fun. Has to suck.
Yeah, it's not allowed to be fun.
What pen and paper RPG do you think sucks the most? Comment.
I mean, actually, like, that's a good way to get some heated comments.
That's a good way to get some hiccups. Although it's pretty universally accepted in the tabletop community that Fatal is the worst. So
Is it? It's so bad Christians never heard of it.
yeah, well, yeah. Don't worry about it too bad. I would say I'm not sure if you qualify as part of the tabletop community yet. B,
that is fair.
the fact that you haven't heard of it is probably for your best. So.
Okay.